Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my Dollar Tree Halloween haul. So you know what that means. Halloween DIYs are on the way very soon. I'm actually on the hunt for a few more items at Dollar Tree, but I just wanted to share with you what I already picked up. And if you're not yet subscribed, please do consider subscribing down below. We're going to have a lot of fun on this channel this Halloween season. First up is a Dollar Tree find that I'm very excited about. I saw these lanterns sitting on the shelf at my Dollar Tree and I knew they were definitely coming home with me. I was really impressed with the size of them, but also they have a ton of detail. So these ones do not come with batteries like some of the other lanterns at Dollar Tree. I'm assuming it is because it is a larger one. These take 2 AAA batteries each, and they had the 2 different varieties at my store. So the first is this jack-o'-lantern with all of these spider webs, and then behind it is the skeleton with a spooky forest. And I did just want to pop some batteries in here, that way I can show you what the light looks like when you illuminate it. So it does have a really beautiful flickering effect to it. It's a little hard to see here with all the lights on, but really nice glow, and I can't wait to see this one at night. This skeleton lantern here is probably my top pick from Dollar Tree this Halloween season. Next up is another new item from Dollar Tree this year, and it is this Styrofoam Skull. So Dollar Tree usually has the plastic skull. I'm still waiting for those to come in stock, but I figured I would pick this one up because I really like the shape of it. It's something a little bit different, and I do have a fun DIY planned for this one. How pretty are these cupcake wrappers? I think that these are just so beautiful. Dollar Tree only had these bat ones in stock when I was there, but I did see a spider web that I have to go back for as well because these are just going to be so beautiful for a Halloween party. Dollar Tree had quite a few different rub-on transfers this year, but this set here was my favorite. I loved it so much I bought 2. I do have a DIY planned for this one, but for the DIY you will just need 1. Another transfer I was very excited to find were these wine glass transfers at Dollar Tree. They had 4 different ones in total, 2 witch ones and these 2 ghost ones here. And in the picture it shows them on a stemless wine glass, and I actually found these 2 glasses at Dollar Tree. They look pretty similar to the one in the photo, and I think that they're going to be a really good fit. So we are going to be DIYing these on my channel just to see how they work out and make sure that they hold up really well. These LED light strands are another great find from Dollar Tree. I was recently at a different store and they had something pretty similar to this. It was a little bit longer, but it was 10 times the price. So these are definitely one of my favorite things to pick up from Dollar Tree. I got a set of the spiders and these purple bats. These next 2 items are more of my favorite finds from this year. So the first one is this pumpkin silicone baking mold. Now I will say this one is pretty thin, so I don't know how it's going to hold up in the oven, but I actually have some different plans for this one. But this one here was the one I was really excited to find. It has 4 different Halloween characters on it. This one does feel a bit more sturdy for some reason than the pumpkin one, and I actually have a really fun idea for this. I'm going to be making 4 custom Halloween cocktails, and each one is going to be inspired by a different character here. These videos are not going to be on YouTube though. They're going to only be on my Instagram. I'm going to leave that link down below in the description box. If you're not following me on Instagram yet, make sure you go ahead and follow me there. I do post some unique content there, but also just a lot of everyday stuff as well as behind the scenes footage. And I'm so excited for these Halloween cocktails this year. Dollar Tree has a lot of these different fabric pieces with a ton of different patterns. This one was my favorite. I like how the colors are very neutral. It's just black, white, and gray, but I thought the spider web was really beautiful. I picked up some yarn, so I got purple, yellow, and orange. Now this was not in the Halloween section, it is just in their yarn area by the crafter square, but I want to know, can anyone guess what this set of yarn is going to be used for? It doesn't have to be the exact craft, but there is a theme here, so I'm really curious to see if anyone can guess the theme. If you can, let me know down below in the comments. I'm really curious to see what you guys think. Dollar Tree has had this MDF Boo sign for quite a few years now, and I've never used it in a craft before, so I figured this would finally be the year, so I picked one of these up. I also picked up some of these wood cutouts. Are a staple for me. I pick them up every year and I end up using them in a ton of different crafts. So far I just picked up the witch hat as well as the ghost. Dollar Tree also had the cat shape as well as the jack-o'-lantern. One of the DIYs I am most excited for this year is this witch one. So I ended up picking up 2 of this witch cutout. I cannot wait to get started on this one. I also picked up 4 of these coffin shapes. So 2 of them are the ones with the jack-o'-lanterns and then the other 2 just have the words trick or treat. In addition to these pieces, I did pick up a couple of wood pieces that are not Halloween, but they will be featured in the craft. So this piece here I found in the crafter square, and I'll be using this one with my witch cutouts. And I also found these 3 pieces in the crafter square as well. Each one of these is 12 inches long, and 2 of these are going to be used for the coffin craft. But then this one here, I actually have something else in mind for. Actually found these wooden pumpkins in the fall area, but I will be using them for a Halloween craft. And I'm actually not even sure that they are pumpkins. They kind of look like apples. I'm going to be using them as pumpkins in a mini haunted house. LED candle is not a Halloween item, but I will be using it in a Halloween DIY. So this is my first time picking up one of these LED candles from Dollar Tree, and so far I am pretty impressed. These 3 mini wooden jack-o'-lantern boxes are actually something I picked up last year but never got around to using. But Dollar Tree does have them again this year, so I just wanted to include them in this haul, and I figured this is finally the year I do a DIY with them. I also picked up this 2-pack of LED tea light candles. I have used these before and I really enjoy them. I think they're awesome quality for the price and they are great to have on hand for crafts. Next up is another non-Halloween item, but I will be using these 3 hardcover books in a Halloween DIY on this channel very soon. This faux book stack was in the fall area at Dollar Tree, but I do plan on using this one for a Halloween craft. I will also be using this fall decor piece for a Halloween DIY as well. I actually did use the same exact frame in my last 2 DIY videos for fall DIYs, and I do love them, especially with some free printables. Next up are going to be some different frames. So first is a set of 2 silver frames, and you might remember I used the gold version for a fall DIY with some window clings, so I thought I could use the silver for Halloween. I also picked up 2 of these black 4x4 frames. I love that they have the little kickstand in the back, and I do have a DIY planned for these as well. Also picked up 2 of these larger 5x7 frames, and I'm still playing with some ideas, but most likely I will be using these for some free printables. And I'm not too sure what I'm going to be doing with these frames quite yet. I have an idea, but it might change. That is everything in my Dollar Tree Halloween haul today. Like I mentioned before, I am still on the hunt for a few items. I love to go to Dollar Tree's website and kind of browse all of the inventory, and then I go store to store and try to find everything. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are not yet subscribed, please do consider subscribing and make sure to turn on that notification bell so you're the first to find out when I release a new video. I have so much fun content planned and I cannot wait to share it with you all.